what do we think is going to happen with Avengers King Dynasty? Because there was a rumor that right now the title is Avengers 5, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And I'm going to be honest, I do believe that Kevin Feige has to have had a contingency plan, because this whole thing has been going around for this whole drama has been going around for the last 6 months. But yeah, so with that happening, right? I want to give what I think is going to happen, or a couple options of what I think is going to happen in comic cuts. You can give yours. So I think a couple of things can happen. I think they could, which I think is the best option. You recast Kane the Conqueror. That's what I think is the best option. I think they could also chalk Kane the Conqueror and go with Doctor Doom, which is what a lot of fans want. And that's that's the only two options that you could go. And something else that I heard is that they might chalk the idea of King Dynasty and do a Secret Wars Part 1 and Part 2, which is what was originally going to happen before the whole King Dynasty came out. So yeah, I think those are some options that they could possibly do. But me personally, I lean more to the recast of King the Conqueror, because I think there are a lot of good actors out there that could take the place of Jonathan Majors. Now, Jonathan Majors didn't play enough Kane the Conqueror to where I think that fans are going to really be tripping about it. Because I mean, a lot of people didn't like his role, and maybe because he got beaten. And the other versions was just Victor Tomley and He Who Remains. And I think that there's enough actors out there that could take his place. And to be honest, I think if Marvel recast, I do think they're going to do more than one variant of King the Conqueror. I think that they would cast multiple people to play King. And I think they would do that out of the fear of what happened with Jonathan Majors. Like I could see them casting like 2 to 3 people. So the Council of Kings could possibly be 3 different people, which I think would actually be super awesome. Like I would love to see something like one version is Damson, like Idris, right?
Damson
Idris. And then the second version is like an Idris Elba, and then the third version is freaking like Denzel Washington. So like you do like 3 different like age groups. I think that there's a lot that you could do, with the recasting, and you can give more actors the spotlight. And I think that fans would grow more attached to the multiple, versions of characters, and you can maybe have multiple Kangs through those 3, so they either pop up as like the Idris Elba, Denzel, or Damson Idris. These are just like, I'm just throwing out names, but yeah. So how do you feel about the future of Kane the Conqueror and Avengers?
I think the Avengers 5 thing is a dud. I think that's completely fake and false. I think people ran with it because it was easy to drive some quick engagement and clicks. There were some legit outlets yesterday that were saying that Marvel is moving forward as planned with Avengers Kang Dynasty. I think they're too invested into the Kang storyline to abandon it now. I don't buy into the Doctor Doom thing at all. I don't think that they want to play that card too early. I think their plan is for Doctor Doom to be the big bad, once the Kang storyline is over. I think Doctor Doom is going to stay on post Secret War as the big bad, even if they do some sort of soft reboot on the whole MCU. They'll keep on Doctor Doom.
I would love for King Dynasty to still happen. I think you and I are in the same boat of we still want King the Conqueror. I love the idea of having multiple Kings, and I will love, and heck yeah, you need to work Doctor Doom into the King story. Obviously, I mean that's an obvious answer. So
by the way, I called it. Doctor Doom is going to be the one that takes out Kang, and I'm still calling that. You could put that one onto the bank.
I'm gonna timestamp that in that clip, so we're gonna make sure that gets out. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot that you could do with this King the Conqueror thing, and I don't think it's dead like what everyone else says. And honestly, I think this is a good thing. Also, now I also feel bad for Michael Waldron because he's the one writing the script. So does he have to rewrite the script? But as I said, guys, I really believe there's no way that Feige doesn't have a contingency plan after all these months of planning. Come on,